My name is Zander, and I'll be going over my song-based story project as a part of the virtual PBL Student Showcase. Um, First, I need to show my finished product, which, as I said, was a song-based story, and it's just a 2.5-page paper in which I infused a song into a story. I took a song that was already made and I made it into a story. This is it. 2.5 pages. Not very long, but enough to get the point across. The objective for my project was to show that music and other arts can be blended together, as I've done in said project. How I made my final project was through journaling using a notebook. I came up with ideas in the beginning and I jotted them down on paper. I found out that I didn't like some of them, crossed them out, worked some around until I finally got into something that I liked, and this was the result. What I would say I learned is that it's no wonder as to how music and other arts can come together in this way. Music is just another form of art, which I guess I've always known, but some people like to look at music as just sound, which it's not. You gotta put certain notes and tones and keys and instruments into something to make it what it is. You can't just, surely you can throw something together, but would it sound good? Would it have a meaning? Meaning makes the whole thing ring, basically. And a brief standards met summarization. The first one, I met 3. The first one is that I needed to understand the relationships between music, other arts, and disciplines outside the arts, in which I explained how music and story writing coexist and together deliver a message of any kind. The second, identify and explain the stylistic features of a given musical work that serve to define its aesthetic tradition and its historical or cultural context. Through this, the stylistic features of the song that I used in my story, Youngblood's Waiting on the Weekend, which is the title of my story, it portrays a historical standpoint through the battles that the singer has faced. The third and final one was to evaluate a given musical work in terms of its aesthetic qualities and explain the musical means it uses to evoke feelings and emotion. This song, Waiting on the Weekend, is a very sad song, so the story I made was very sad. And I guess I could say I'm very good at that kind of writing, but the song is somber, acoustic, lyrically sad as well, and in that way that they're both sad, they were able to merge together into this project. So that is my song-based story.